In today's video, we are going to make this felt Christmas sweater ornament decorated with Santa stuck in a chimney. This is the fourth ornament in my Christmas sweater series. In the prior videos, I made one decorated with a Christmas tree, another with a red-nosed reindeer, and one with a cute little snowman. I will leave the link in the description box below to those videos if you want to make them as well. Hello friends and welcome to my channel. For this project we will need felt. I'm using green for the sweater, medium brown for the chimney, dark brown for his shoes, white for the snow and the trim, and red for his pants. You are going to need sharp pair of scissors, thread in different colors, needle, double-sided tape and a paper clip to make this hanger. We will decorate a Christmas sweater with the hanger. We are also going to need the pattern, which has all the pieces we'll need to cut out. The pattern is in the description box below and you can download it for free. We are going to start by cutting out the pieces we need for the sweater. First, roughly cut out all the pieces from the paper. We are going to use double-sided tape to secure the pieces to the felt, which will make it easier to cut out. You don't need a lot of tape, just a little bit to hold the pattern in place and to prevent it from shifting. You are going to find this project really frustrating if you don't have a good pair of sharp scissors. If you are struggling, make sure to get a better pair of scissors. So here we have all the pieces cut out. Two pieces of the sweater, front and back. We'll need the chimney, the snow for the top of the chimney, his pants, trim for his pants, shoes, and 4 pieces of the trim for his sleeves, 2 for the front and 2 for the back. And we will also need 2 pieces of the trim for his collar, 1 for the front and 1 for the back. We are going to start by sewing on the chimney to the front of the sweater. I'm going to do that by using a back stitch and stitch on some bricks. I'm sewing on horizontal lines first, and then I sew on some vertical lines which will make it look like bricks. Chimney is done, the next step is to sew on his pants. I'm placing them right on the top of the chimney and securing them on with a whip stitch. After the pants are sewed on, we'll sew on his boots. Again, I am just using a whip stitch to secure them on to the front of the sweater. This ornament is one of my favorites, right after the red-nosed reindeer Christmas sweater. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. I will be making 2 more in the upcoming weeks. Next one will be decorated with a Christmas wreath, and the very last one will showcase a gingerbread man. Now that the shoes are done, we'll sew on the snow. Place the snow between the chimney and his pants and secure it on using a whip stitch. Now place the trim for his pants between his shoes and his pants and sew it on using a whip stitch. I have made quite a few Christmas ornaments last year. My Christmas tree was stuffed with handmade ornaments. Sooner or later I will have to either get a bigger tree or maybe a second one to decorate. Make sure to check out my handmade Christmas tree ornament playlist if you are like me and love to make your own Christmas ornaments. And talking about Christmas ornaments, I'm thinking next year I will make the 12 Days of Christmas ornaments from felt. I have already purchased the book and I'm super excited to start that project. I will not be sharing the pattern like I did for these Christmas sweater ornaments, since the pattern is not mine, but if you would like to follow along and make them with me, I will leave the link in the description box below to the book I'll be following. Next step is to sew on the trim. We'll start sewing on the trim for the sleeves first by securing the top of it to the sweater. The sides will be secured once we connect the front and the back of the sweater together. Lastly, we'll secure the trim around the neckline. I'm using a blanket stitch on the top of the trim since I'll be using a blanket stitch to connect the front and the back of the sweater together. For the bottom of the trim, I'm using a whip stitch. I will also sew on a trim on the back of the sweater. It is not necessary, but I thought it will look nicer if I do that. Now that we have all the parts sewed on and ready, all that is left to do is to connect the front and the back of the sweater together. I will use a blanket stitch to do that. For now, I'm skipping the parts where the trim meets. I'll use a white thread so it is less visible. And there you have it, another Christmas sweater ornament is done. As always, we will decorate it with a miniature hanger. The video on how to make the hanger is linked in the description box below. Until next time, happy crafting!